Hello students, in last video we have discussed factors affecting population growth and we have also learned growth models, and there we talked about two types of growth models, logistic growth model and exponential growth model. And I have given a task to you all to read an anecdote regarding exponential growth model. I hope you have learned that anecdote and you have read that from the textbook. Okay, so and today we are going to start with a new topic called life history variation, and then we will discuss population interaction. Okay, so we will start with life history variation and then we will learn about population interaction. So what is life history variation? Populations evolve to maximize their reproductive fitness, which is also known as Darwinian fitness. All populations generally evolve. All populations generally evolve. And they evolve for what? They evolve to maximize their reproductive fitness. All populations evolve and they evolve to maximize their reproductive fitness. And this fitness is also known as Darwinian fitness. And meaning of high reproductive fitness means high R value. Meaning of high reproductive fitness means high R value. You all know regarding R. What is R? Okay, natural rate of intrinsic growth is known as R. Okay, natural rate of intrinsic growth is known as R. So what we are saying that we are learning topic called life history variation, and in that we said the first point that all populations evolve to maximize their reproductive fitness, and this reproductive fitness is also known as Darwinian fitness. And meaning of high reproductive fitness means high R value, which is also known as natural rate of intrinsic growth. Okay, so this is the first point. Then the second point is, under a particular set of selection pressure, all organisms evolve towards most efficient reproductive strategy. When populations or when organisms live in certain habitat, certain kind of selection pressure is imposed on them. Okay, and under the effect of this selection pressure, they evolve most efficient reproductive strategy. Under the effect of this natural selection pressure. Okay, so under a particular set of selection pressure, organisms evolve towards most efficient reproductive strategy because they feel a kind of selection pressure which is imposed by nature on them, and under the effect of that natural selection pressure they evolve a most efficient reproductive strategy. Okay, and some organisms, so these are different types of reproductive strategy. Okay, here the point is explained that they will develop a particular kind of reproductive strategy. So here four types of reproductive strategies are explained. Which have been developed by a particular organism under the effect of particular pressure. Okay, here four types of reproductive strategies are explained, which are developed by a particular set of organism under particular set of natural selection pressure. So here the first kind of reproductive strategy is, some organisms breed only once in their lifetime. That is their strategy. Okay, and that strategy has been developed because of a natural selection pressure, or we can say they have evolved to maximize their reproductive strategy in this manner. Okay, so some organisms breed only once in their lifetime. Say for example, Pacific salmon fish and bamboo plants. Okay, Pacific salmon fish and bamboo plants breed only once in their lifetime. They produce large number of offspring and then they will die. Okay, they breed only once in their lifetime, they produce large number of offspring and then they will die. So that is their reproductive strategy, and they have evolved this reproductive strategy under the effect of some natural selection pressure. Okay, and we can say that that is their most efficient reproductive strategy. Okay, that is their most efficient reproductive strategy. Okay, chalo, let's talk about another reproductive strategy which is developed by some all other organisms. Like some organisms breed many times during their lifetime. Some organisms breed many times during their lifetime. Say for example, birds and mammals. Birds and mammals can breed more than one time or many times during their lifetime. So that is their reproductive strategy which have been developed because of some natural selection pressure. Okay, and then the third kind of strategy is some will produce large number of small sized organisms. Some organisms will produce large number of small sized offspring. Some will produce large number of small sized offspring, and it is found in oyster as well as pelagic fish. This phenomenon or this kind of strategy is found in whom? In oysters as well as in pelagic fish. So some organisms produce large number of small sized offspring. So that is their reproductive strategy. And some organisms produce small number of large sized organisms. Some will produce small number of large sized organisms like birds and mammals. Okay. So these are four different types of strategies. This is the number one, this is number one, this is number two, this is number three, and this is number four. So four different types of reproductive strategies are explained in this topic, and this is known as life history variation. This is also known as life history variation of the organism. And these life history variations arise because of the stress which is given by various abiotic and biotic factors of the habitat. Okay, these different types of life history variation. See, four different types of life history variations are there. So different types of life history variation arise because of the stress which is given by abiotic and biotic factor. Okay, different types of life history variation arise because of the stress which is given by the abiotic and biotic factor. So this is all about life history variation. Here we are saying that populations evolved to maximize their reproductive fitness, and which is also known as Darwinian fitness. The meaning of high reproductive fitness is having high R value. And what is I? What is R? R is natural rate of intrinsic growth. And under a particular set of selection pressure, all organisms evolve to a particular set of reproductive strategy, or they evolve a special reproductive strategy. So here four different reproductive strategies are explained. Some organisms breed only once in their lifetime, produce large number of organisms, and then they will die. Say for example, Pacific salmon fish and bamboo plants. Some organisms breed many times during their lifetime. Say for example, birds and mammals. Some produce large number of small sized organisms like oyster and pelagic fish, and some produce small number of large sized organisms like birds and mammals. And this type of life history variations or life history traits arise because of the stress given by abiotic and biotic factors to the organism. Okay, all organisms feel stress from abiotic and biotic factors, and because of that stress it develops particular life history traits. Okay, so this is all about life history variation. In the next slide we will talk about population interaction. So let's learn population interaction. Okay.